Hoy pienso en qué pasó y cómo me afectó las horas que pasé en aquel bus. No entiendo bien por qué mi abuelo distraído se bajó sin mí. Yo seguí. Acapulco no era un lugar para una niña de mi edad. Con solo 4 años enfrenté la soledad. Del bus te vi pasar y la calle caminar, y a pesar del miedo que me dio, no pude ni llorar. Eres la niña perdida, el chico me preguntó.
So we're gonna head on out of here, and once I get to where we're going, you will find out. But for right now, it's a little bit of a surprise, and it's a little bit of a surprise for Luca in the back too, if that gives you any idea. I need to pull up the maps on my phone because I don't really know where I'm going.
사실은
Right, we're just rolling in here to Ocean Beach. Ocean Beach actually used to be called Muscle Beach back in the late 1800s due to all of the mussel fishing, I guess, if you want to call it that they did back then. Apparently there were a lot of mussels to be had, and kind of got a traffic jam here around this roundabout. That guy let me in, that's cool. Now that I can think again. Back in the late 1800s, this place was called Mussel Beach due to all the mussels that the fishermen were catching out here. And back in the 60s and 70s, they actually referred to this place as the Haight-Ashbury of San Diego. Still to this day, it is a super hippie beach area, hippie community. It's a pretty cool little neighborhood. I've spent some time here in the past before van life because I had a friend who lived here, and it's a really cool little interesting neighborhood. They have a dog beach here, which is really popular, which is where we're headed right now. I think this might be one of Luca's most favorite places ever, and I'm probably not gonna be able to find a spot. This is gonna suck. That's what happens when you come here on a Sunday, on a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. So, without further ado, I'm gonna turn the camera off and find a place to park. Today we're gonna let Luca out to enjoy some beach life, and we're gonna make a homemade pepperoni pizza here in my van oven. Well, I found a spot here I backed into, but it is tight, and it's literally a traffic jam out here in front of me. This place is insane right now. I have to wait for some of these cars to get out of my way. And then I'm gonna fix my car. All right, now I just have to see if I can get my dog out and get myself out of this car. So I'm gonna be using the side door because it slides open and doesn't have to open like this. But we found a spot, so let's go to the beach. Look how tight this actually is. Yep, I'm in my spot, so go lay down. I gotta grab something, okay? All right, I got my booties on, so don't step on any glass. I'm gonna go wade in the water for a little bit. What do you think, Luca? Go. After we hit the beach, there were a bunch of spots starting to open up, so I decided to move the van to have a little bit more clearance around the side, and now we're parked right over here by a bunch of volleyball players and stuff. I'm hungry, and let's make some pizza. I'm gonna start by taking some things out of the oven, like my toaster and my pot. So I'm gonna start by preheating the oven here. The way these ovens work is you have to turn it to the ignite setting and hold it in for, I don't know, 20-30 seconds usually, and then you can click the igniter and it'll start the pilot light. Let that run for a minute and then turn it into high gear. Hopefully this propane tank in here has enough to cook this pizza, but I do have a spare to hook up if it happens to die out. All right, let's give it a click. Pilot light's on. Oh, ooh, oh, that's good. Carbonation gets to you. So yesterday, I picked up everything I needed for this. Let's take it out and have a look. I have this traditional pizza dough. It's ready to roll. We have pepperoni cup and crisp. I've never seen these before, but that's like the style pepperoni that cups up like you get at restaurants. So we get the Tillamook whole milk mozzarella cheese, and we have some muddy sauce for pizza. All right, so we got some parchment paper here I'm going to click on, and I have some flour here in this bag. That should be good. And I'm glad I read the instructions because the bag says turn inside out to easily remove the pizza dough. If I hadn't read that, I probably would have tried to yank it out. There we go. It's coming out nice and easy. And I'm going to go ahead and roll it around in this flour just to make it easier to knead. I don't have a rolling pin, but I might have something I can use, like a cup or a can of soda or a can of beer or something like that to kind of roll this baby out. So I'm going to start by just kneading it out by hand. And I'm just going to stretch it out now. Well, I think the gas ran out, so let's go ahead and switch to the other tank. Right down here below my oven is a cover I made to seal in the propane in the sealed box, and the box actually it has an escape outlet out the bottom of the van. In case any of you guys are wondering, this is the full one we have to pull out. I turn this off, take that off, turn that back on. Put that back inside, in the back. Back in there. All right, I'm gonna fire up the oven again, hopefully. Oh my God, it's hot. I might have to turn the AC on here in a minute. And there you have it. It's sitting in there on the parchment paper, and the oven's still on, so let's close the door, and we're gonna let that cook for about 15 minutes or so. In the meantime, I'm gonna turn the AC on here, cool it down here a little bit, and then when the pizza's done. It's looking pretty good, but it definitely needs more time, so I prefer my pizzas a little extra crispy. Let's take a look out the back there and see what we're looking at. I'm not sure what it is, but there's a huge berm, like a sand berm. I'm not sure if they did that on purpose or if the ocean created that. I would assume the ocean did it, but I don't really know. I promised Luca as soon as we finish eating this pizza, we'll go back to the dog beach for like 20 minutes, and then we're gonna head out of here and make our way back to Oceanside, which is about 45 minutes north. And I have to try to get some laundry done tonight. So that'll be the end of this video, guys, but let's hope we can get this pizza done pretty quick. It's looking really good. Look at that. I don't think it can get much better than that. I'm gonna start by adding some seasonings. We have some Italian herb here. We have some garlic and onion. Let's cut it up. Nice and crispy on the bottom. pretty good. Don't want to burn myself. That's the problem with pizza. You're always too excited to eat it before it cools down a little bit, and then you burn yourself. So far, I think pretty good. Let me give it some more bites here. I would have liked it thinner. It would have been better if it was thinner. It's more like a hand tossed. Let's try another piece. That first piece, all the cheese fell off. The sauce doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. Overall, not bad. I'm going to make this again, but what I think I'll do next time is I'll cut the dough in half, and I'll use half of it, make it much thinner, and I'll definitely pick a better sauce. This is most certainly not the only time I'm ever going to make homemade pizza in my van. Alright guys, that is going to conclude our beach day here at Ocean Beach. Luca, this way. This way. Come on, buddy. Decided to walk Luca over here into this is like a preserve here. See if he has to use the bathroom another time before we head out, but we're going to do a little walk here and head on back to the van and head back to Oceanside. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you on the next one.